In the enthusiastic school of Burlington College, a scholarly and powerful beast, Tobin the Horrible raves and plunders throughout the halls. She is searching frantically for the golden key that is inside black plastic. Yes, dear readers, it is the film project, and it is magnificent. Tobin consoles the lunchroom wench and her husband of sorts before becoming distracted by a buffet and plates. Tobin loves Twizzlers. She then hears the thundering footsteps of Jen the Wolf. Due to the lack of funding this semester, Jen is not amused by the delectable and expensive snacks of her colleagues and friends. Yes, dear readers, she is simple-minded indeed. The poor thing has complex on top of complex. Jenny does not agree with the prestigious artistic message of her school. And Tobin decides then to console her dull-witted friend about the severely mind-boggling problem of the missing film. Oh, her manners were that of a jilted lover who didn't love him anyway. Oh, God, how could you lose it, you artsy fuck? I'm sorry. I thought I knew where it was. In a panic, Jen makes a frenzied dash to the film lounge. Willikers! We need help! The blood-eyed Kelly D, who is a wise man indeed, leads them into the cavernous cave of the all-knowing Professor G. An oracle of a man, this near-dead mediator hasn't set eyes on the montage of precious youth in a long while. He has the look of, why didn't I think of this before kind of look. The look that everyone's dad puts on when he's trying to pick out shoes and clothes for their kid, even though they had thought of this before from some beginning. In fact, they just wanted to draw out the afternoon with needless driving around and tryings on because he doesn't know what else to do with his kid. His face then seems to solidify into that of a frozen piano made out of Windex. Jenny the Wolf feels that this man might be the culprit of the black missing tape of golden keys. She may also feel that he is also the culprit of their misery and constant bombardment of anguish. She becomes nervous because Kelly D. balls! God damn it! Kelly D. loses focus. How could you do that? And just before the professor is about to confess all of his treacherous deeds, Kelly D. begins a story about pterodactyls, and then the scarecrow gives a look. And he continues with silent words and propositions that perplex most and are of a most scholarly manner. And he uses symbolic movements, and Gordon's just sitting there like, all these fucking kids looking at me like I'm a fucking television. I don't care. Fuck it. Just let me send my goddamn email, is all that he thinks and hopes for the future. And then, without warning, suddenly, a new character makes his appearance, and it's a scarecrow carcass. His hair is like a pre-pubescent Medusa, all curling and stuff. The kids and teachers immediately embrace him into their hearts and souls. They then debrief him on the problem at hand, and he agrees to come along, which is good for everybody because everyone knows scarecrows can fend off crows. This is a great time for everybody as they make plans, and The near-dead mediator professor tells them all that they should probably leave because he has work to do and they should go bother someone else and he may know where the tape is. So, like glistening gazelles in the afternoon, they sprint. They know where they're going. They know where they've been. They know how to get places. This is a gratuitous moment of momentum and wonder as they climb the staircase into heaven, finding through the crumbling halls, winding and twisting without meaning, without words. They are silent and numb and distant. Suddenly, as they encroach upon their next possible culprit, they find in dismay that, all willikers and balls alike, it is empty. Then, Kelly D realizes like a light bulb of glory that they must read through every single stack of paper in their teacher's closet to find out where the tape is. And after they do such, which takes only a short while, they find that they must find a student to beat up because harassment is accepted. And then a tree spirit appears. Tobin conducts a series of heartwarming movements to calm this poor fairy's nerves. Jen, then with the social recline of a saint, interjects and tells them that they are on a mission to find a tape, and if he hasn't seen it, he should altogether fuck off and not interrupt. Then suddenly Kelly D from the horizon sprints forth and finds a poor innocent soul Aryan who may know the answer. Everyone knows at 4 o'clock that you have to beat up an Aryan. Oh God, this is the way of the world. But they know in particular this Aryan's special because he knows where the tape is. Other students follow suit and pass through with smiles. Everybody knows this is right. Then Kelly D gnashes his teeth in anguish, asking, pleading for an answer. The poor man raises his voice and screams in a voice like a duck, "It's in the equipment room!" Then the children, laughing and crying and sprinting, know where they have to go next. So, without further ado, without further talk, they know, and Tobin understands that there could be trouble ahead. She's not sure, but she has an instinct, and that's usually good, so people sprinting around and running is now happening. And as she enters the room with a stride that of a pony, a wicked, fluorescent man weirdo casts a look at Tobin that makes her soul hurt. Ow. This is the weirdest gnome that they've ever seen. A four-eyed, fluorescent weirdo who Tobin feels certain is the type of teacher who paddles for fun. Jenny the Wolf makes a mental note never to wear glasses like that. Tobin is a powerful beast of wisdom and is not afraid of this gnome in plaid. And she decides to ask calmly and sadly, "Hey man, where's our film? We know you have it. We beat up people." He thinks for a moment, is like, he confesses. "Oh yeah, he says. "Yes, that, I know. Yeah." And Tobin picks up the treasure. Oh glory. He looks at it. They think. He's not sure. He tries to find some explanation for keeping this glorious, magnanimous wonder from them. But then, oh, galore galay! Oh, yes, and fucking deed. Yes to life. Yes to film. Tobin and Jen leap for joy, their godly charisma points. And then as they walk down the hall, the universe